Can you count us down, Zach?
Oh, wait. Where did you guys go? Something disappeared.
I can't answer that for you.
I'm unfortunately under contract. I'm not allowed to say where exactly we went.
Am I still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're still here.
We see you. You're coming through.
I
clearly.
can't see y'all anymore. Okay, wait a minute. Damn it. Fuck.
Are you recording video already?
I am recording video already.
Great.
Oh no.
Great.
I don't know where it's at. That was so frustrating. I'm sorry. Grandma needs a minute. Come on now.
Good evening out there, everyone. This is NerdShit News. Here to join us today is...
Sam Wilson.
Zach Schneider.
And Sharon Wilson.
That's my mama!
Man, you can do that every time.
Yes.
I would too. I don't blame him. Welcome, and we hope you enjoy our shenanigans. Today we're going to be talking about 4 topics, so let's jump right in.
There are some moments that haunt us all our lives. Moments upon which history turns.
Well, hello, my friend.
What is this? What have you done?
Welcome to the road not taken.
Do you have any idea what's happening here? Reality has been broken.
There is a divergence. I know someone who could help us understand the change in time.
I'm gonna need some tea. Earl Grey, piping hot.
Hello, Guinan.
Your answers are not in the stars, and they never have been.
Earth 2024. A single change is vastly more dangerous than you realize. None of our tomorrows are guaranteed. You're gonna have to let go.
We're stronger together. You must bring us home.
This is a very bumpy century. But I think I'm getting the hang of it.
I believe you have one final frontier yet to come.
Who has seen the new Picard trailer?
Fuck! I haven't watched it. God damn it!
Oh my God! Are you
man.
kidding me? Jesus!
We
You had one job. You had one job.
We can still talk about the show. You guys can discuss it. I'll just give my thoughts about the fact that the show is coming. Listen, that Jean-Luc Picard, he's a great dude. He's a great man. He's very bald. The best captain on Star Trek. I said it. I'm sorry for you Captain Archer fans or whoever, but no, it's
all 5 Captain Archer fans out there, we're really sorry about that.
All I'm saying
Scott
is
Bakula
there's
was
the
an
right
actual
way.
treasure.
the wrong way, and then the Janeway.
That's true.
Ugh.
All right.
I'm gonna
The two
let that
Janeway
one
fans.
slide. I'm sorry. That is
All
like
right,
my least favorite Star Trek of all.
So watching the teaser, the trailer, I got goosebumps. The first season of Picard was so good, but it was nostalgic more than anything for me. The story was really good, and it took us into a modern day Star Trek, I believe. And I think it's the great unifier, if you'll let me say that. I think that Picard is bringing some people to Discovery, because it's going along with that new Star Trek, like J.J. Abrams' Star Trek, like Discovery. I think it's really going to bring a lot of older fans back, but I also think that it's going to bring a lot of newer fans in. So it's funny that they come from the next generation, because now they're kind of bringing in the next generation. What are your thoughts on it?
I haven't done this math, but I feel like TNG is longer ago now than the original series was from TNG when it came out. I feel like
very possible.
It is,
yeah. I don't know. I just thought I'd mention that to make people feel old.
I was a child when it came on, but that was family night for us. Star Trek.
Well, remember, Mom, when we used to watch TNG, we used to have the DVDs of TNG and went through the whole show. The four of us, like you,
Before
me,
that,
Dad,
see,
and Randy.
What you don't remember is that we actually had them. I recorded them off of the TV onto videotapes first. So when they first aired, back in the 80s, every, whatever, I can't remember what night it came on, but I'd have a VCR tape in there, and I'd hit record, and we had a library, one of those old, they used to have these big plastic boxes that you could keep your videotapes in, and we had I think it was 3 of them, big boxes full of videotapes of TNG episodes. And so that was the precursor to the DVDs.
I mean, that's how I watched the original series. Is my mom and my aunt would just record old TOS episodes whenever those reruns came on, and we just watch the VHS. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. And after a while, you'd watch the videotape so many times, you'd get this kind of weird stretching at the beginning on the tape. I'm serious. And it's like whatever you record over, you'd get just a little bit of it. So you have to be really careful when you're recording the Spice Channel or the Playboy Channel, because you'll get just a little bit of some naked boobs right before TNG starts.
What was that?
Yeah, exactly. What?
Rewind, pause, enhance.
Zoom, enhance.
But it came out. It came out in 1987, which was when my oldest son was born, Randy, and so he literally grew up with it. Yeah.
I was 5.
Yep. So. I loved the trailer. Getting back to the trailer, I thought I was really excited. It was still very nostalgic, because I mean, they showed Data, old man Data, and they had Q. Who else did they show? God, there was just a lot. Oh, Guinan.
Guinan came back.
Yeah. I can't believe I didn't know Guinan. I mean, that was the biggest thing. It's
yeah.
Does
I got
she ever
goosebumps
change?
when I saw her.
No. Yeah, it's no, she looks exactly the same. Although I gotta say, Q, he's done something to his eyes. He got an eye job. Looks really good.
Yeah,
I approve.
That's good. I just love the idea. It's they could have done a weird de-aging thing, but instead they decided no, Q would fuck with Picard by aging himself up too.
Yeah,
he would.
Yeah,
he'd want to fit in.
Now,
so it makes sense.
I couldn't remember what's the deal with Data. I thought I see it. I need to rewatch. I need to rewatch the first season.
He is actually dead.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I was like, well, where is Data coming from? Is this like
in the trailer? In the trailer, we know they're time traveling. Mm-hmm. We know they go back to 1994, to 2024. They go back to next year. They go back to next year.
Right.
It almost looks more like what's the name? One of the songs.
I was gonna say.
That's what I was gonna.
Yeah.
It's Dr.
Soong, I think. Is whether
there's a ton of Dr. Soongs in this that goddamn universe, and
they
all.
Yeah.
Hey man, that's like job security right there.
I know, right? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I usually don't get excited about time traveling.
Oh, I do. Really I love a time travel.
Yeah, but I'm excited about this. Seeing them go back, I'm wondering, just because this, just like a lot of other genres, we're entering into the multiverse. We're entering into time traveling. And time traveling kind of gives us that multiverse feel. Marvel, DC with the New Gods, Star Trek. And Star Trek started it with J.J. Abrams. And I feel like the multiverse, people talked about it when I was a kid, and I thought it was fascinating, but everybody was like, there's no way, it's just... But now we're starting to see our science fiction built on that. And it's building a whole culture, you know, which is what sci-fi is supposed to do. It's supposed to look at the culture and say, well, let's talk about this, let's expand on this. I'm really excited about it. And I don't get this excited about time travel.
I've always liked the multiverse concepts. It's the old, sci-fi. Most of Star Trek is the question of, what could be, whereas the multiverse time travel is a question of what could have been. That road not taken. Where could we be now if not for insert thing here? Definitely looks like that's very much on the nose with what's going on in the trailer. I'm really interested to see it shake out, and it's also one of those things where I was like kind of iffy on most of the new crew, but I'm like, you know what, this is actually a good crew. You got Seven, you got Reno, you got all these folks who they're good. One of the things I liked about, I had mixed feelings on in the original season, but I've come to like more than dislike, is that Star Trek has flirted with the idea that like the Federation wasn't perfect, like especially Deep Space Nine, that's its whole thing, and this is having one of the more hopeful captains in this series like confronting that face on. It's like, so maybe the present and the future isn't what you would hoped it be, but you still got to work with it. And yeah, I'm really excited. I want to see how that goes.
Activision is being acquired by Microsoft. Did I get that right? Zach, you're the expert on this subject. If you don't mind giving us the deets.
Okay, so the basic rundown is that for various reasons, mostly because of the massive lawsuit and PR nightmare that is going on, I can only guess.
What? Tell us!
And Zach was never seen again.
Apparently we're not supposed to know those deets. Moving on.
Right when you were about to get to the good part, you froze up.
I know.
Microsoft
if
got
you could
to
tell us
him.
again. I
know. But yeah. So, yeah, apparently that affordable figure is also in the line of like 67 billion, but apparently they have that much money lying around, so it's like, okay.
Who doesn't?
But yeah, so Microsoft is buying Activision, and the deal is going to go through next year. That's when everything's going to finish on, which is probably the best case scenario for Activision at the moment, because along with like just the massive issues they've had with like workers' rights, apparently really deep-rooted sexism. Yeah, that got really bad. They had like people stealing breast milk out of refrigerators and drinking it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, drunken bar calls through offices. Apparently a lot of like male employees would steal female employees' ideas and take credit for it, and it got bad.
That's been going on since the beginning of time.
Yeah. Well, that's also part of the problem, is that it's not a new issue at all. It's just people have found out about it. I don't feel particularly great about it because on the one hand, Microsoft will probably be able to implement structural changes by, shoving out most of the upper staff. On the other hand, they're probably going to do that by giving them bonuses and they won't never see any real consequences. And it's a massive company buying another extremely large company.
Yeah.
Which monopolization is never great for anybody.
Well, I gotta let y'all talk about this because I tried reading about it and my eyes glazed over and literally, okay, I'm about to show my grandma-ness by saying, I was like, Activision's still around?
Well, Activision had previously bought Blizzard as well, so Blizzard's also a part of Activision. Of course, they're the company that makes Warcraft.
Oh, I did know that. Yay! Yay for me!
Hooray!
You remember Dad and I playing Warcraft back in the day?
I do.
I'm not talking about I'm not even talking about the MMO. I'm talking about the thing with the
the
top
Warcraft.
down.
No, I
Yeah.
remember.
Ding, ding.
I loved
Yes,
Warcraft.
my lord,
That was awesome.
Chopping down
That
the
was-
trees, mining
was
the
fun.
gold,
Yes, my
building the
lord.
structures.
Yeah.
Yes, my lord.
What you want?
Was that the one? If you poked him, he would go,
Yeah.
"Stop poking me!"
Not that kind of orc!
If you click on the sheep enough time, the sheep blew up too. That's another
that's
thing.
Explodes. Yeah.
I remember that.
I pretty much, I guess, agree with you from a from a business standpoint about Activision buying Blizzard, but sorry, not Activision buying Blizzard, but Microsoft buying Activision Blizzard. I guess just from a gamer standpoint, the only thing I'm concerned about is Activision titles becoming Xbox exclusives. Because I'm a PlayStation guy, it's like, look, us PlayStation players have got all the good games for all time anyway. So it's like they can have something. They can have Call
We
of
got
Duty.
the Spider-Man, we got God of War, we got...
I honestly don't think that they're going to cut off selling those titles to PlayStation and other systems because that would cut off a lot of money. And the whole point of spending the money to acquire this is to make as much money as possible.
Yes, but the
And I
one
don't-
thing I did get out of the article was that they've got this pay to play model.
The Game Pass.
Game Pass. That's it. That you have to spend like $15 a month or something like that, and then you can play all the games you want. So it sounds like they're probably making. Well, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good model, a good system or not. I mean, what do y'all think? Is that? I know
mean,
you're a PlayStation person. Would you do that? I don't know.
I'm a part of the generation that let Toys R Us get shut down because we got tired of paying too much for the toys. So
Shame on you! It was you! It was you! God damn it! Troy.
Applebee's is next if they don't watch it. But I don't know how that would work. $15 per month. I got tired of World of Warcraft because I was paying $140 a year. To walk around and fish and hunt and make jewelry.
That's the thing. It's
So-
like I want to say I used to play World of Warcraft back in the day, but there comes a point with these MMOs and I want to criticize anybody who is an MMO player, but I just feel like these MMOs just get so dull and repetitive after a while. You're just grinding your way through it,
Yeah, it's like having a show that you let go for 15 seasons. Supernatural, and you just start writing bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the same
that's
thing for a
definitely. I
game.
mean, what were you telling me, Zach, about how the Warcraft planet got impaled by his giant space sword at one point?
Right.
It's like, what?
What the fuck?
Believe it or not, that's not the stupidest thing that happened recently in this story. That's...
I know. But to be honest, I even my concerns about exclusivity about it's I see it from both sides. At one point, there's revenue from being multi-platform. On the other hand, if Microsoft makes it exclusive, they get to keep all that money coming in from those games. Especially
But who's
since
going to buy an Xbox?
Well, that's what they're hoping. Their hope is that if you can only play Call of Duty on Xbox, that people will buy an Xbox to play Call of Duty. That's what they're hoping for. There are definitely Xbox people. I mean, again, I'm a PlayStation guy. I don't really like Xbox or Nintendo all that much. I respect both, but I'm just not a big fan of the games on those. But
Yeah.
But there are things there. I like Halo. I do like Halo, but They also, well, one thing that Microsoft started doing, which I'm actually thankful for, which actually Sony surprisingly been doing this as well, is companies that used to only be like, okay, you have to have a PlayStation to play our games, you have to have an Xbox to play our games. All of them are all of a sudden putting everything on PC now, which I think is kind of great. Like God of War 2018 just came out on PC. It's like they've been doing it now, and it used to be you could only play Halo on Xbox. Like I think the first 2 were on PC, but all the ones after Halo 2 you had to play on Xbox. You look on Steam now, all of them are on Steam. The entire Halo series is on Steam. But you're talking about like Xbox or Microsoft fucking all their kind of long-standing video game franchises. They keep doing that with all of them. They did that with Halo too.
Yeah.
Like Halo just gets worse and worse. It's like that's why they bought Activision. It's like, okay, we need somebody else's franchise to ruin now.
Yeah.
That's probably true. I mean, who knows, but
That might be the case.
What can we fuck?
probably the case.
Let's buy a new company.
Now to our GMA cover story, Gal Gadot is holding her ground this morning after Hollywood director Joss Whedon denied allegations that he mistreated her on the Justice League film set.
The actress who played Wonder Woman is in a war of words with one of Hollywood's biggest directors. She said he threatened her job. He responded saying English is not her first language, leaving it up to fans to interpret what happened. Gadot telling the Israeli news outlet N12 last year, quote, "I had my issues with Joss and I handled it. He threatened my career and said that if I do something, he will make sure my career is miserable." Gadot telling the magazine in an email, "I understood perfectly."
Speaking of fucking up, what about Joss Whedon as his newest interview?
That man is on a one-person quest to fuck Joss Whedon. Nobody
Joss
seems
Whedon
to have
is
it
after
more
fucking
in for Joss
I like
Whedon
that.
than Joss Whedon. And the best part is he doesn't know that he's got it in for himself somehow.
He doesn't. He's like, what? No. What's everyone going about?
He just doesn't get it, and it's very clear in this interview. It's very clear in this interview that he's just like, oh, I'm a director, and sometimes you have to make the tough calls. And I got to tell you, I got to say this right here, right now, for everyone to know that back then, I had to have sex with these women. They were beautiful and young, and I had to do it or I would regret it.
Crazy.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry. What
Good
kind
Lord.
of fucking excuse is that?
How does he not
I had to.
realize as it's coming out of his mouth what that is? It's like, my dude, what the fuck?
One of the things that really, really struck me is, besides the just nonsense that he was spewing, is that the way he addresses these things, like they were talking about this alleged physical assault that he grabbed somebody's arm or something like that. Instead of saying, "I didn't do that," he said, "I don't believe that." And like when they said that they found him like having sex or something, snogging somebody on the floor of an office, he said, "That seems false." Like, do you not remember this? What does this whole, oh, I don't know, that doesn't sound like me kind of thing, It's like, what kind of, is this a strategy? Is this genuinely he doesn't remember? Was he just like, is he so far up his own ass?
Ricky, I was high when I said that.
Exactly. It's like,
I think it has to do with him coming out of an era where white males were listened to and not argued with. And I think that he has just breathed in a lot of that he just believes his own bullshit. When he would say something on set, people would let him torture the other people on set because everybody was afraid to lose their job. And that was a time where it was tolerated because and I'm not saying all white males, please. I know what comment comes after that.
Don't at him.
But I am saying we have to. I am saying that it was that the industry was controlled by white males, like the whole thing with Gal Gadot. And then he said that she doesn't know English too well, or English isn't her first language.
Insulting.
And she tweeted right back the next day, hey, hey, motherfucker, I'll kick your... She didn't tweet that, I will.
No.
Yeah.
She said, I understood him perfectly, is what she said.
Yes. And I think he's just used to not being questioned. Kind of like we saw with Trump, those 4 years of Trump, he wasn't used to being questioned. Not that I know they're on different scales of politics, but it does go along with that white male ego.
Yeah, and I think that we're also dealing with a very fragile ego, because it's been said that he was such a loser, when he was younger, that this is his excuse for sleeping around and cheating on his wife, because he never had beautiful women, coming onto him, and so he would regret it the rest of his life if he didn't sleep with them. This is actually what he said.
Here's my thing about that. If you're gonna hoe, go ahead and hoe, but be upfront about it, and don't be in this monogamous relationship if you're gonna go hoe.
Exactly.
You can be an honest hoe.
Whatever.
You can be an honest hoe.
It does come from having been in this position of power really early in his career. He was 31 when he became the showrunner of Buffy. That's really young in a TV, and he was just used to he was used to nobody questioning him or telling him no or anything like that. Well, he also has this really frustrating mix of being of complete overinflated ego and also total self-loathing that he has at the same time, which you really kind of see that in a lot of these quotes too, which
absolutely
you complain about a system, and when you get the chance to change it, you choose to go along with what has been happening, even though you're complaining about it in your art. Choose to do something different. And when you do fuck up, because we all do, we all make mistakes, we all make the wrong choice every once in a while. So when you make that choice, say, I messed up. How can I do this better?
He had an opportunity to do that. I've been waiting for months after all this came out, wondering what he was going to say, because this whole story saddens me, because I really am, and I've talked about this before, I really am a fan of his work. I'm a huge fan of his work. I love Buffy. I like Angel, and Firefly is my favorite TV show of all time. I know, I was disappointed in you, Mom, when you filled out that thing that I posted the other day. So, favorite TV show, The Mandalorian. I love The Mandalorian, but you should know Firefly is my favorite TV show. But
I'm sorry, I had a brain fart. I was not thinking. I was having a senior moment.
And so I want him to not be this terrible person, but after all this comes out, it probably is better that he just kind of goes away, to be honest. But but there is this feeling I had been wanting him to comment so that he could at least start to try and make some of these things right, to own up to his mistakes, to issue an apology. And then he comes out and he just digs a deeper hole for himself. And I'm like, how did you make this worse? You had so many months to formulate a response, and this is what you come out with? Yeah. This is what you're... God.
You expect a man to be building bridges, and instead he brought a drill.
Yes.
A torch and some gasoline.
I was just about to say that, Troy. I was about to say torch and gasoline. That's absolutely right.
Come on, bitches. Let's make some s'mores.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I have a sleeping disorder. I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
Hello, and welcome to Staying Awake.
I think I'm losing it.
We'll catch you on. You're bloody useless, Stevie.
Stephen. I can't tell the difference between life and dreams.
Thank you.
Lost the contact lens.
Hope you find it.
Thanks.
Hold the phone.
Yeah?
Oh my god, you're alive. What's wrong with you, Mark?
Why did you call me Mark? It must be very difficult. The voice in your head. Shut up! There's chaos in you. Embrace the chaos.
All right, so there is a new trailer for Moon Knight, or a trailer for Moon Knight. Opinions?
I like Ethan Hawke. That's my.
I like Turtles.
I like the Tin Man. I just want to throw that out there. Like
I was just about to say, you stole my line. I was just about to say that.
Oscar Isaac is great, but when I saw Ethan Hawke, I'm like, Ethan Hawke, here we go. Ethan Hawke is a Marvel villain. I'm here for it. Let's go.
I almost didn't recognize Ethan Hawke. I was like, is that Ethan Hawke?
he looks interesting, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The makeup is phenomenal in this show. Oh, my God. The gothic imagination in this show is off the charts. I'm looking forward to it. Holy shit.
No, it looks like a fun one. It looks like it's going to be a little bit of a mindfuck, which I love. That's
a little bit, you think?
I've got to do some research. I know nothing about Moon Knight. I know nothing about the character.
Pretty much nothing. Yeah.
All I know is that he is genuinely a superhero, but he is also like no idea. Has a very like loose grip on reality. So who knows what, if anything, he experiences is real at any given point. Which that's fun.
It's fun, but it's one of the problems I had with it is like I don't know, like he says I can't tell what's real and what's, whatever. I'm like, I can't either. I mean, is this are we looking at something that's, am I going to be thinking the entire movie, is this real or is this his mental illness? I mean, what the fuck is going on? It's like I just kept thinking that. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? All I got out of
Dumbledore.
it was I got like a narcolepsy. I got Egyptian things, and I got a mummy. Is he like a mummy? It's like I don't know. Oh, we got this mummy. Yeah, so it looks good. I mean, I'll see it. I'll see anything, but it's like I can't. I don't know what to make of it. Oh, and that janky accent. I don't know about his accent. That kind of.
I don't know.
I was a fan
of this is the best I've got at British.
I was a fan of Dick Van Dyke's English accent, so I can't say anything. I like horrible acting. I love horrible acting. I suck at horrible acting.
I don't know about that accent though.
I could be wrong, but I get the impression from the trailer that he's like not British, but just kind of he thinks he's British. So
please,
that would make sense. That would be interesting.
I couldn't take it if that was yet another layer of his mental illness.
That would be interesting.
He thinks he's British. Oh my god.
Well, a cup of tea. Ignore him. He thinks he's British.
I'm sorry. Ignore him. He does it. He means well. I'm sorry.
Bless his ruddy little heart. That is the worst British accent I've ever heard. I know, I did. All right. Thank you all for joining us for the first episode of NerdShit News.
Make sure that you subscribe to NerdShit, the podcast, if you enjoyed watching us today. Anywhere you listen to your podcasts, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever. But yes, please go and subscribe to NerdShit. If you enjoy watching us talk, you can listen to us talk. We mostly do long spoiler reviews for movies, both new and classic. So check us out at the NerdShit Podcast on Instagram and Facebook.
You will find the link to our most recent podcast in the comments below. Click that like and subscribe button and go over and listen to our podcast and like and subscribe to that too.
Do it.
Mm-hmm.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it now.
Mario.
Do it now.